So happy to be here with you. So a few things that I wanted to talk about on this beautiful day as we're embarking on another week. Something that I really wanted to teach you is it's May, right? No matter when you see this video, this is really to support you in getting your next level body, whatever that means for you, going to the next level in your health, going to the next level with your fitness, going to the next level in releasing weight. The biggest message that I want to say in everything that I do, so I am a holistic nutritionist. I have a background in fitness. I specialize in the psychology of food self-sabotage and our emotions, in particular in that of women. And the thing, I've been doing this now for almost 20 years. And what I can tell you is that your mindset, your identity, your beliefs around what your body gets to be and what your experience gets to be is going to dictate what that will be for you. And I know that that might seem, strange in some ways, but you really want to look at your programming. You really want to look at, do I believe that in order for me to release weight, that I have to eat grilled chicken and broccoli, and that I have to work out like crazy, or my metabolism slowed, or the stories that you have around perimenopause or menopause, or all the things. And I say this to you because as we're running our next challenge that starts tomorrow within Limitless Academy around next level body. And one of the things that I had all the women do was I said, I want you to think about that version of you. Who is she? Write down how she dresses, how she thinks, how she acts. Hello, guys. I'm so happy you're here. And we're talking about getting your next level body and really understanding the mindset around it and what's needed to actually shift to make it really easy and to happen very quickly, right? So summer is almost here. We want to do this, but we want it to work, right? Like, we don't want a crash diet. We don't want a 30-day, transform your body to only gain the weight back and go, what happened? We don't want all of this. What we want to do is start to understand the stories that we tell ourselves, our relationship to ourselves and our bodies, and what we believe is true for us around food. Now, as a body intuitive and I've been a holistic nutritionist now for, as I said, almost 20 years, specializing in food self-sabotage and our emotions, specifically around food and with women, right? And very, very much, not only was it my own story, but I'm so committed to helping women and men. You're all welcome here. But our programs are geared towards women. My Love Your Body, Lose the Weight program, all our programs. And I'm here today because I want it to be easy for you. I know the decades that I struggled believing that my worth was tied to my weight. And if your confidence is contingent upon being a certain size and you believing that size is going to bring that you can only be confident, that you will only want to be intimate with your partner, that you will want to show up more. I love helping women feel more confident, feel more radiant, feel more connected, feel more creative, and want to dress in a way. However, I will always preface to them that this is who they get to be all times and all ways. And that we cannot give our power away to a number on a scale or to a size of pants. And I also know that many women, we feel our best when we look our best. And I want you to look at that narrative that you have for you. What is it? What is your relationship to you? What do you believe is your experience with weight loss? What do you want it to be? What do you want your experience of food to be? Sometimes when we start, in particular, my Love Your Body, Lose the Weight program, the women will fear, well, if I take all the rules off the table, I'm going to want to raid Dunkin' Donuts and eat everything in sight. And I'm like, the truth is, when you're really connected to your body and what feels good, it doesn't want to be weighed down. And if you do want a donut, or you want something you want a bite of it, a half of one, but my clients end up shifting, right? They end up going Melissa, it was the craziest thing. I had half and then I threw the rest out, or I didn't even want it and I felt really good. And in fact, I kind of felt gross afterwards. That's so crazy that's what I used to have for breakfast, right? They will shift, but it's not because I'm telling them that they have to. See, here's the key that I need you to know. No one wants to do anything they're told they have to do. We're human beings. We want to do what we want to do. So if I tell you, throw out all your junk food, take sugar out of it, like, we all know this. Like, if you don't, then somehow you've been living like in a very under a rock somewhere, and I don't even watch the news or read it, like, but I can tell you, I mean, it's everyone knows what to do. And I hear that all the time. Melissa, I know what to do. I'm just not doing it. What's wrong with me? How many programs, and blah, blah, blah. It's not that. We all know what to do. We all know what to do about everything. Truthfully, we do. It's why don't we want to? And when we really look at that, it's why I specialize in reprogramming the subconscious mind, because I was an ideal body coach living in New York City, had a degree as a nutritionist, went back to school for that. And I was a fashion designer, felt so passionate, and I was like, food is medicine or poison. I need to teach this to people, right? I had the story with my own body, my struggles with my weight, poor body image, just emotional eating, compulsive eating. There was no real identification around the disordered eating that I had. So I couldn't even pinpoint it. I just thought I'm like, I diet like every other woman. And then I was like, no, because all I'm doing is dieting. I'm either gaining weight or losing weight, and that's my life. And I'm obsessing about food, and my worth is tied to my weight. And there has to be more to life, and this can't be what is for me. I can't do this. Like, there's something so much more here. And I saw that subconsciously I had beliefs around myself and my weight and my worth coming from my weight, because I was praised when I lost weight. I got attention when I lost weight. All of a sudden, people looked at me differently. I felt powerful, and I had never felt that before. Not because, this is so important, it's not because I wasn't powerful. It's not because I wasn't already, I think I'm a beautiful person, inside and out. It's not because of anything. It's that I thought I needed the weight off in order to be worthy. And so I say that to you because, yes, I know we all feel better when we're at a certain weight. We all have that ideal weight. I want to help you get there. But it's really important to also talk about, this piece was missing for me for so long. And I know I used to sit there and go, let me just get the weight off, and then I'll deal with all the other mindset, inner healing, all the things. But unfortunately, it does not work that way. You will, I mean, you can do that, but you'll just keep gaining the weight back, losing, gaining. And that's just exhausting. So when I actually figured out this key, and I learned what was needed, and that I had to and could transform my relationship with food, myself and my body, and that my body would actually change really quickly when I did that, and that I had a narrative that in order to lose weight, I had to diet. That in order to lose weight, I had to be in the gym at least 90 minutes, at least 45 minutes of cardio. That in order for me to, right, I had all of these. In order for me to lose weight, I need to not have dinner. And it wasn't healthy. I talk about this on my videos. But I want to tell you that I really want you to look at the stories that you even have, especially now as I primarily, the women in my communities, it's midlife, right? It's perimenopause, it's menopause. And I also get, I support women of all ages. It's not that, but I also want you to know there's stories around aging in our society, our culture in the United States does the opposite of what is done in other cultures around women and aging. And there's this fear around it, and there's this, we lose, our looks and our body and our metabolism's supposed to slow, and we're just supposed to gain weight, and we're not supposed to look cute anymore, and we're supposed to dress this way and hang your bikinis up and this and that. Listen, if you don't want to wear certain things anymore and they don't feel good for you, by all means. But if you want to, you do you, boo. Like, don't let anybody tell you. And in our society, we go so deep on this thing around like your metabolism, and it all slows. And I've worked, I can't even count the number of women that I've supported through perimenopause and menopause, and what the biggest game changer for them. And I've had so many come to me after telling me that they invested thousands in functional medicine doctors and naturopaths. And don't get me wrong, I'm a proponent of you do whatever you need to do for you. But After all of that, then they came to me. It was like a last resort. And they were like, okay, what's this thing that you've got? And in that time, they lost weight. And in that time, they felt better than ever. And in that time, they were like, I cannot believe that I spent all this time and all this money and, you know, a box of supplements. I didn't know what was working, which I can't stand when you get sold like $500 worth of supplements and you're like, I'm taking like 30 pills. What's even working? What isn't? Why I'm saying this to you, by all means, do what feels right for you. I'm not discounting doctors. I am not a doctor. What I am saying to you, though, is pay attention to the stories that you're subscribing to, because what I know without a shadow of a doubt, after eradicating cancer from my body in only 8 weeks through my mind and changing my beliefs, right? And doing the work that I do, and I discovered that I had cancer through my intuitive connection. Okay. And I've applied the same principle after they took my thyroid. I look better than I did when I was in my 30s with my weight, even my late 20s. And I've sustained it, and I don't do crazy workouts, and I don't diet. I probably have dessert 3 times a day. I'm not going to sit here and say it's chocolate cake that I'm eating. I make all my meals. I love it. I cook videos, or I do cooking videos for you guys all the time. Please pay attention to the stories that you subscribe to. Pay attention to the things that you tell yourself. Pay attention to everything that you believe to be true. And this is what I told my women in Limitless Academy. And I want to tell you, like I said, we're starting our next level body challenge tomorrow. And it starts May 6th. And if you want to be a part of this, I'm going to put the link below. You can join for only $98, even if you just stay for the month of challenge. But I'm telling you, you're going to love it. But in the challenge, I have them doing prep work. And the prep work, and even today on the 5-5 portal, and I want to tell all of you to do this, and you can do this for the next 5 days, depending on when you watch this too, by the way. Every doorway you walk through with your new identity. Walk through with the energy of who you want to be. I want you to write down and get clear on, how does this version of me at her ideal body, how am I dressing? Where am I shopping? How do I take care of myself? What time do I go to bed? What time do I wake up? Because so many have this misbelief that once they have the body, then they'll eat this and they'll eat that and blah, blah. But the truth is, no. Once you have the body, you pray that you have transformed internally so that your external world is different. When I transformed, all of a sudden I became the version of me that got up at 5 a.m. I'm not saying you have to do that. It's just what worked for me at that time in my lifestyle. And it's something that I've gone back to because I love it. It's when I feel most potent and aligned for me, right? That's when my body has the most energy. That's when I like to work out. I've trained myself to love to work out first thing in the morning. I talk about this in my Fit Identity, how to create a fit identity in my podcast. It's on my Wholeness podcast playlist on this channel. You can also find it in iTunes. We haven't uploaded all of our episodes here, where my team is moving those over now. But I say this to you because I had no idea how much, I didn't know that I was changing my identity when I did it. And when I look back and I reverse engineer everything that I did, because it was done in steps, just like manifesting in steps. This wasn't, I went from eating whatever I wanted, right, and always dieting, to all of a sudden I'm a clean eater who cooks all my meals and I get up at 5 a.m. to work out. No, it was a realization. It was my boyfriend at the time got up super early to go to the stock exchange. I lived in Manhattan at the time, and I would, we would take the bus in from Hoboken, because he lived in Hoboken. I'd stay over, and my place was in Hell's Kitchen. I would stay there, and then I'd come in, and we had Crunch Gym in the bottom of my apartment building. And I was like, okay, I'm now up at 5:30 in the morning. I'm not going to go back to bed. I don't need to be at my office until 9. And I was like, okay, well, I might as well just go work out. So all of a sudden I went from working out after work, right? And then I saw all the benefits. I'm like, oh my God, no one's in the gym. I have access to everything. I can get in and get out. This is so great. It's like, it's already done. I forgot that I even worked out. By the time 10 o'clock came, I'm like, I already worked out today. I felt like I had a leg up on the world. I had more energy. I felt like I earned my breakfast. Like, I mentally had been like, doing positive self-talk. And so when I read Atomic Habits by James Clear, which great book, highly recommend, I was like, oh my God, I did that without even realizing it. I slowly stacked habits that worked for me. All of a sudden, then I started packing my workout clothes. So when I got in the morning, my boyfriend would put his suit on and I put my workout clothes on. So instead of even going upstairs in my building and changing, I even took out that middleman and I went right into the gym and then went up. Then I started putting my vitamins out the night before. So then I would do vitamins, right? Like I started doing all these things and I was stacking, and then I started cooking more meals instead of buying meals out. In New York City, it's so easy to just pick things, right? And then I started eating more real foods instead of like fake foods. And then because that was also the sugar-free era of like sugar-free candy. Everything was sugar-free and it made your stomach feel like you wanted to die inside. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Please tell me you do, or else I just feel really old. Okay, so I say all of that because I stacked habits, right? And that's what I want to tell you. But when I look back, I changed my identity. I became somebody who started to love fitness in the morning. I became somebody that started to honor my body and talk kindly to myself. I became the girl, and even though like I didn't realize it at the time, I kept following what felt good. It felt empowering to walk into my office building when everybody else is carrying their gym bag, knowing they all had to get their asses to the gym after a long day of work, and I got to go and play, right? And I didn't have to battle with people at the gym for the lockers and the things. In New York, it was just like so crowded everywhere, right? So I say this because I stacked the benefits. And this is something I teach in my Love Your Body, Lose the Weight program. This is something I always talk about in Limitless Academy. I'll put the links to both down below. It is my birthday sale. So Love Your Body, Lose the Weight is right now. It is less than $500 with payment plans. I know I don't know. It doesn't even matter talking about payments, but I say this because this program was once $6,000. It was even $8,000 at one point, and we would run it live with dual retreats. It's so successful and it's internationally recognized because it works. I've been doing it. I've had globally thousands of people go through it, thousands of women in particular, because it works. And I really want more and more people to have access to it. So I've decided in honor of my birthday, which was April 18th, that I wanted to really discount it. It is 83% off. I'm putting the link below. It is the most comprehensive program. I have clients go back to it year after year because it's truly a life transformational program. They then apply it to money. They apply it because you will break through your mindset. Weight loss. And by the way, guys, I'm doing an event and I will stay tuned for it. It's going to be love, money, and weight. And here's the thing, as an intuitive and a channel, I was sitting there and I was asking, what is it with love and money and how do we, and I very clearly heard, and I want to say this too, but I know this might be a bit different than what we're talking about here, but weight and love and money, it's all the same. The energy is the same. It's all tied to worthiness. It's what you believe you're deserving and worthy of is exactly what you're going to have. And in order to, whatever you're experiencing, your external reality is a direct reflection of internal. That used to really bother me because I was like, but I love myself. So why am I experiencing these things externally? And then I realized it wasn't about my love for me. Yes, I did love me, but I had ongoing subconscious running beliefs and stories about what life would feel like for me. So it didn't mean that I didn't love myself. I did love me. But what it meant was I had this belief that I had to work hard to lose weight and I had to restrict and I had to deprive. I had a belief that I didn't have the body. I could never have slim legs. Now, granted, I'm 5'4", okay? I have more muscular legs. Am I going to end up with Cameron Diaz's legs or like Zendaya or whatever her name is? No, I'm totally aging myself and I don't even care. My point is, no, I can't stretch myself that way. But can I tell myself a story that I love my legs, that they're my most beautiful asset, that they are toned and lean and strong, and I love them. They're the sexiest part of my body. Oh, hell yeah, I absolutely can. And I promise you that the more I tell myself that, everybody will start saying it back to me. And that's how it works. So when I teach about transforming our inner dialogue to have an external experience that's different, you can start sitting there going, oh, well, I wish my partner would say, I love your body. Your body looks better now than you did when you were 20. I have my clients going, I have the body age of a 25-year-old, and they feel it, right? They feel it. They're 60, they feel it. They're 50, they feel it. They're 30, they feel it. They're 40, they feel it, right? I told myself, I got told after thyroid cancer and a double thyroidectomy, I heard, oh, well, basically, like, you're really going to struggle to maintain your weight. Like, it's just, especially then you're aging on top of it, right? And because that happened when I was 40, and I was like, I don't buy into anything you're saying, like nothing. So no, not true. It's like Eva Mendes. I saw her in an interview with People, and they said, what's been like the most like thing like you're most proud of and you're turning 50? And she goes, oh, well, when I had a baby, apparently everybody was so concerned when I was 40, and everybody told me how hard it would be. And she's like, hard? And then I had another baby at 42, and everyone's like, wow, you're not going to have any energy. You just hang up your life right now. And she's like, I don't know what any of them are talking about. She's like, I unsubscribed from all of it. And she's like, I have more energy. I appreciate my children more. And I would have been a shit mother at 22 because I didn't even, or 32. She's like, I didn't even know who I was. I had no, like, for her, right? And I say that because she created her own truth that has created her reality. You create your own truth based off of what you want to be true for you. And I will tell you 1,000%, when you decide that weight loss is easy for you, that it's fun for you, that you enjoy it, that you love getting to know you, that you love feeling strong, that you love movement, that you love going for walks, that you love being in nature, and you start stacking the benefits. Like right after this, I'm going for my evening walk. I cannot wait. I love being with you, but I cannot wait to get outside, right? Like I'm like looking and I'm like, the sun's gonna go down soon. I gotta go. Right? Because I want the fresh air. I want the movement in my body. I had my dinner. It's going to help me digest. I look forward to that time with me. I'm going to be with me. I'm going to be with the divine. I'm going to be connected. Do you get what I'm saying? I want to be with my body. I want to thank my body. I want to help my body prepare it for tomorrow. I always say, at night, you are preparing yourself for the next day. Your next day is starting right now. Drink water, go to bed on time, watch what you ingest with the television, because it's all programming your subconscious mind, and write out what you want to experience, guys. This is the 5-5 portal, and even if it isn't, and you're watching this at some futuristic point in time as things live on in YouTube, it doesn't matter if it's the 5-5 portal or not, because you get to create your own portal. A portal is a way for you to catapult into your ideal identity. What do you want it to be? What do you want your body to look like? Summer is approaching, or whatever is approaching. It doesn't matter, because whether it's summer or it's a holiday or it's a wedding or it's a vacation, every day is an opportunity to be your best self and look your best and feel your best. And even if the world has not reflected back to you what you've wanted, or even if it's been a struggle in the past is the past. Leave it there. Let it go. Who cares? Instead, let's come together. I am here to support you. If you want to join Limitless Academy and do the next level body challenge, we start tomorrow. You'll get all the prep work. I'll put a link below. It's only $98. There's no contract. You can leave after a month. And we do live group calls. You're on a real-time walkie-talkie app with me. If you want Love Your Body, Lose the Weight for 83% off, I'll put it below. And if not, that's okay too. Watch my videos, but do the videos. Do what I say in the videos. Don't just watch videos. I've done that too. But the truth is, I want you to have what you want. I want you to shine so bright. I want you to want to be seen naked. I want you to be like, that's right, bitch. Like, ooh, I don't think I can say that here. I hope they don't ban this. You know what I'm saying? I want you to feel good, but it has to start with you. It has to start with you. So just take time to write down, what are my limiting stories, and take them and burn them outside, or at least put water on them in the sink. burn them and just go, that was my past. But that's not me anymore. And then put your walking shoes on. You can channel me and walk through that door and go, this is the new me. This is who I choose to be. And I step into her today and for the rest of eternity. And you claim it and you own it and you be it. And just breathe into it and go, let the fun begin. Right? Like, let's just have some fun. We got to take all this heaviness off of all of this. It's not going to be heavy and it's not going to take you a long time. It's going to be fun. It's going to feel really good. I would love to see you in Limitless Academy. Love Your Body, Lose the Weight, or just subscribe. Be here, be a part of this community. It means the world to me that you're watching right now. And I would love to see you in our next video. I usually do videos on Sundays, Thursdays, and Tuesdays. Usually definitely Sundays and Thursdays, or Sundays and Tuesdays, and then sometimes I throw on a Thursday. But let me know if you like this video, and please subscribe. And when you subscribe, let me know and put, what was I going to say? I have a gift for you. Which one do I want to give? God, which one? Ooh, should we do? All right, you have two options. I'm getting two options. You can either get a copy of my cookbook, put cookbook below, or, and this is totally different and completely different, but they're telling me to give it to you. So how to talk to your angels and guides, if that is of interest to you. It's essentially a gift on where I share about being more intuitive, because we're all intuitive and you get to really drop into that. I can tell you one of the coolest things and why I teach that is because when you connect in and learn how to hear your body and listen to your body and listen to your intuitive guidance, that's all you ever need, because you have all the guidance within you. We just need you to trust you more. And your body will guide you to how to heal. I always know, I go to my doctor, anything wrong, I'm always like, this is what you need to do. This was what I got. This is this. And I was like, I just went and I'm like, I think I'm allergic to peanuts. And they were like, did an allergy test. And they're like, you came back, you're allergic to peanuts. I was like, I thought so. There was no crazy reaction. This wasn't like my whole throat. It was just like I had a thing of peanut butter and I was like, something just felt off. It's little things like that to big things like healing yourself of cancer, which I did. And I know that sounds crazy. That's what my keynote talk is about turning hardships into healing and your greatest gifts, and how to heal your body through the power of your mind. So that being said, food is medicine or poison. You get to decide what's right for you. Create the experience that you want to have with releasing weight. Remember, don't say I lost weight. We released it. We don't want to call it back. Words have power. They have meaning. Pay attention to them. You are casting spells all the time, whether in your favor or not. We are manifesting at all times, whether in your favor or not. You have more power than you think. Really speak into existence the things you want to be true for you, and feel into existence the things you want to be true for you. Visualize the things that you want to be true for you, and say the things that you want people to say to you. And I promise you, that's what you'll see reflected back to you in your external reality. I promise you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Let me know any future videos that you would like to see from me. If you would like a free gift of becoming more intuitive, put your link below. Also, if you would like a free gift for the cookbook, pick one, and you will get either one of those gifts from me. Let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please share it with someone who you know can benefit from it. All my love, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah. And I have to turn this off now. I always mess up this part. Why?